holder to open this. Break it before I open it up. All right. Wipe the dust off of it. I don't know why it was stuck, but it was stuck. All right. Get some good angles here. Get zoomed in. I want you guys to be able to see that really clearly. I'm going to have to raise this up a little bit in order for you guys to see what I want you to see. There we go. All right. Gotta turn on my tablet. I got most of the stuff set up, but got my tablet kicking on here. I want to make sure I get this opened up and running right. I got good signal, so that should be good. Waiting on the Android tablet to start up here. So we're gonna make some pens, right? I got some rosewood. I already got a block picked out. I already made these cuts. Trim away a little bit of the chatter time there. I'm opening up my tablet so I can see what you guys have to say. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Had a real good time yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah, I think maybe it was yesterday. I don't know. I lose track of the days. That's what I do. I lose track of the days. But I had Scott Shelton from Scott's Creative Carvings out here. He was with me and had a good time. Helped him turn a mallet. And he turned a pen, which was great. So he got to enjoy the lathe and do some turning and have some fun. I'm just setting all my stuff up here real quick. There we go. Come on. Come on. Should be okay, I hope. All right, we got 3 viewers. Welcome in here, guys. Appreciate you guys coming in. I'll close my chat and open it back up. Hopefully I start seeing comments. Hey, what's up, iDude? iDude is my good buddy Rob, who I ride motorcycles with. And Larry, thank you for joining. Appreciate it, iDude, that swinging in, saying hi. So we're gonna get started here. Yep, the wood shop is coming along, so is motorcycle riding right around the corner here in Michigan. I met iDude87 there in a Michigan motorcycle group, and turns out we're pretty much alike. We have similar senses of humor. So it was a good match, is what it was. It was a good match for good people, having lots of good times. So we're making a slimline pen. We're going to start out with a 7mm drill bit. That's what we're going to start out with here. I'm grabbing my chuck. Got to get our center holes bored. Get some stuff started. It's lined up kind of close right there. Get our speed down. Yeah, we're gonna have to get together and ride this summer a little bit more than we did last year, Rob. You were riding all the time, but not me. I was not riding all the time, but my bike's in better condition this year to be able to just pick up and ride. So that'll be the plan. Get a little more riding in this year. More in here. So we're using Indian rosewood for this pen. For anybody that cares about the type of wood. Actual rosewood is very difficult to come by. It's pretty rare wood nowadays. So most of the time when you see rosewood, it is a different type of rosewood than your actual rosewood. first hole board. I actually want to mark that how I had it. Grab my little pencil here. Just want to make marks in it so that I know which side was my top side. So when I go to do the pen tube turns, all that stuff, it's all same direction, and I know I'm going to keep it square, at least as square as possible. That's what we're shooting for. Nice and close. Run this drill about a quarter of an inch more and back it out and get through it the rest of the way. We'll grab that good old-fashioned CA glue. I don't really think it's old-fashioned though. Damn sticky stuff though, I'll tell you that much. I'm definitely getting faster with the pen making, which is good. Faster I can make them, the better money I'm going to make when I'm trying to sell them. Don't need this drill bit anymore. We got to switch over to the barrel trimmer. Drill bit's going to be a little warm. Stepping in front of the camera here. So I got to pull out the barrel trimmer here. Put that little screw back in there, 7mm. Step to where I can see the camera. So we gotta load the barrel trimmer so that the flat side is with the set screw. Just give it a nice little snug down. Don't push it in too far. Snug her down so it doesn't spin. Load that into the drill. And that'll help trim that tube down and make it to the perfect fit. Take this blank out and I'm going to glue in some tubes. I'm going to grab the glue, accelerator. Alright, so we got accelerator and glue and tubes. Grab some gloves real quick. Because as you can see, your hands get covered in this stuff if you don't wear gloves. And try to do my best to keep myself in frame. Start with the thick CA glue. Back this out of the way a little bit more, give myself some room. Thick CA glue. We'll make 4 passes on this, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way around the sides as we get ready to push this in. Yeah, it was nice having Scott out here the other day. He come out and made his mallet. He's got pictures that he posted online of the mallet that he made. I got him started and then he took off. Got himself going and getting it done good and right. Let that sit off to the side so I don't get any glue on my bench or my lathe table here. I don't want that yucky stuff getting on there. Comes off of the cast iron okay. But why get it on there if I don't have to, right? Again, just twist it as you move it in and out. Twist and shout. Move it out. Yeah. Trust me, I'm not going to continue to sing because you guys don't want to hear that. And I don't want to embarrass myself. So continuing to sing is not an option. No sing. Take a quick second and check some comments. Looks like my tablet. Why did my tablet shut down on me? That's no good. Yeah, all right, we're still running live. I don't know why the hell the tablet shut down. Stupid thing. Hi, Pamela. And definitely good riding come up. Um, 2P10. Please elaborate. No sing, no dance. That's right. 2P10. Are you talking about the Taper 2, MPT2 taper on the tailstock? That's what you're talking about. Yes. Yes, we use MPT2. If you're talking about glue, I'm using Starbond adhesives, which is a little bit pricey for CA glue, but it is damn good stuff. All right, let's get this tube trimmed. Just about there. Good. So you can kind of see maybe in the frame there. I don't think you can see it looking at it. You can see, I've shown it before. Once you hit that brass ring, you know you're good. You get flushed up. And this is why I made those marks on the top, so I know I'm trying to orient it the same way and making sure that slides nice and good and smooth, so I know I'm fairly square. This rosewood one is going to go to a co-worker. I promised him last week and I forgot to make it over the weekend. Thought I was all done. Turned out I wasn't. Pretty close, a little bump. There we go. Yeah, I thought I was all done with some of the pens that I had for the weekend. It turned out I had one more pen that I needed to turn and I failed. Didn't turn it, but he's not too pressed and worried about it, so it was okay. Jordy, your pen should be there pretty soon too. When I went to ship, it said they were going to be delivered by the 10th, and then I got an update that said it was going to be delivered by the 9th. We'll see. really trying to work on getting the speed right and good. Like I said, the faster I can make them, the better I make money on them. It's not all about money anyways. I do enjoy doing it. But let's not kid ourselves. You can make money at something even if you enjoy doing it. You want to do that as often and as much as possible. And money is a bonus if you like doing it. Why not get a good bonus? Nice and clean. Nice and clean. So I leave the little black line so I know which ones are oriented which way. I don't really need these gloves on anymore. So I'm going to take those off here in a second and chuck them. I'm moving around here. And I'll check some comments and see what you guys have been saying. Alright. So I'm going to close out of this live chat and then reopen it because it doesn't look like... There we go. Now it'll open it more. Hi, Sensei. Two-part adhesive. So, yeah, I just use the Starbond, right? So the thick Starbond for the tubes, and then a couple of coats of the thin when it's time, and then a bunch of coats of medium. But just for the glue and the brass tubes inside, that's just Starbond medium, or I'm sorry, Starbond thick. And then the first 3 coats after these are turned will be Starbond thin, and then we'll move over to Starbond medium for the final finishing. Grab the pen mandrel and the mandrel saver. Get ready to turn. Oh, and I am going to take a quick second. My carbide got chipped and tipped right here on the corner and chipped over here. All right, so I'm going to just take a quick second and turn that and switch it, so it's going to be a little to use. I bought a new tip, but I want to wear this one out first. So changing the tip, you just unscrew it a bit. Having a hard time getting it to spin. And you just rotate it and then you tighten it back down. That's good to go. I'm still going to have that chipped corner to work with, but it's okay. I'll make do. And I need to get some bushings. Right in front of the camera here, I know, but one bushing, one pen blank. One bushing, one pen blank. One more bushing. Lock down. Tighten her up a little bit. Move our tool rest into position. Lock that down. I haven't changed anything, but we'll double check this height. The tool should be right about center, and it is. I'm going to grab my mask and my face shield, because it's about to get chippy. That's right, it's about to get chippy. Jordy, thank you for encouraging me to jump on and go live and get me off of my butt. Because I was definitely going to pass out and fall asleep and not get anything done and then be mad at myself that I didn't get anything done. So thank you, Jordy. Rocker up to 3,200 RPMs. Give or take a little bit. And we're good. I have to tighten it up. I might have to change this whole tip out. Oh, look at there. Made a little captive ring. It turned just enough to knock that little ring off. Break that off of there. Alright, start doing some shaping. Pretty close. Pretty close. Pretty close. A little chatter there, I didn't like that. Alright, move over to our finishing tool. Finishing tool takes off just a little bit. Get this in the right spot. got that pretty thin. That looks pretty good. Nice grainy rosewood. No lip, no lip. A little bit of a lip. We'll take that out with the sanding. Got a little lip right here. We'll get that out with the sandpaper. Start with the 320. Get this nice and smooth. And hopefully I got the camera angle kind of okay for you guys. Taking this down, getting it a little less bulbous. Yeah, okay. Do the in-between sandings. Get those cross marks out of there. And we'll go up to 400 and then to 600. Slowly rotating this. Scott told me that his wife didn't believe that he turned his own pen. Scott's wife, if you're watching, he absolutely turned his own pen. I gave him some directions and the man followed them. He turned his very own pen. Yep, let's go up to that 400. There's a little spot on here. Don't want to seem to come out. I think it'll be okay though. A little more of this sanding here done. Now we're almost ready for CA glue. I'll apologize in advance if my CA glue applications get blocked by my hands. I bought a new thing I'm going to try with the pen press. Try to do it all with the lathe. I think it might be easier for my wife to use, and the pen press I have keeps slipping. So I'm going to make some modifications to that instead of spending $100 on a new pen press. We'll see how that goes. Alright, let's get up to the 600. This is the final grit of dry sandpaper we're going to use. It's going to get it real nice and almost shiny. Not that the wood needs to be shiny, but it's going to get it pretty dang close to shiny. Especially after I run the little cloth over it, that'll shine it up, knock off a bunch of the sawdust, and have it prepped and ready for CA glue finish. And we'll see. Maybe I'll rip your pen out too, Pam. I did pick up your kit today. I got some Purple Heart laying around. Just like Jordy, if I got time, you'll be able to watch your pen come to life too, Pam. Okay, let's get this rough side of the paper cleaned up here. Not paper, sorry, rough side of the cloth. There you go, nicely shined up. Take this mask off for a minute. Let's get this all set up. Put these little guys back and grab out the pieces that I need. We can bring this rosewood over there. If you see it, I just got to remember to keep those orientations. All right, so there's that. Nice dark rosewood. I think it's going to look good with the gold metal. Then I'm going to go shut the heat off before I continue. Rosewood's got a nice grainy pattern to it. So I'm going to go shut off the heat. Baking myself here. A little bit of a drink. Start putting these non-stick bushings on. And by non-stick, it only means that they don't stick to the CA glue. They'll stick to other stuff, but they don't stick to CA glue. Throw my little rag under here. My little anti-get stuff on my bed rag. Grab my thin CA glue. Get this down to 200 RPMs. Right in the neighborhood. All right. Crusty. Not really a surprise. Pick and pluck here. Check and make sure. Okay, we're going to move it. So I got to be somewhat quick. That thin CA glue comes out wicked fast. Give that a couple of seconds. It's nice and smooth, good. Get number 2 on here. It's set up. We'll get this 3rd one on, and we'll switch to the medium. Sorry, my hand is in the way of the shot. Trying to prevent that glue from coming out way too fast. Okay, let's move over to the medium. All right, so we started with the thin. Now we're going to switch up to the medium. Let's see what we get. Got enough to do a few more pens in this bottle. This one, and try to give you guys a better angle. This one doesn't come dumping out as fast. 1. Had to get a little smoothing on that. 1. Oh, pause for a second before I hit that. So these paper towels will smoke a little bit. That smoke comes up in your eyes, gets into your lungs. Doesn't feel good. It just got into my eyes, so I'm going to put my mask on. Not my face shield, but just my my dust mask. Help prevent the fumes from at least going up into my lungs. It's 2. And 3. We got total of 7 coats of this. We're on number 3. 3. And 4. Fold the paper. Get 5. Five. 2 more. Five. That's 6. Let's make number 7. And then we can get on to the wet sanding. Made number 7 nice and thick. That's the last one. That one's still pretty smooth. Both still pretty smooth. So I mean, being that they're pretty smooth, it really just means that I did a nice enough job getting it on there. So it should reduce some of my sanding. See if you guys can see it. See that's smoking? Looks like it's about done now. All right, we'll check some comments while this guy's spinning. Then we'll get into running the wet sander. Let's see. I don't know why it keeps making me choose to hide or show your comments, Jordy, because they don't look that bad. It is, it's Indian rosewood. That is the, threw the piece of paper away here. It just says rosewood, but it's Indian rosewood. All right. Check some more comments here. I'm a kind man, Professor. Hey, what's up, Vinny? Nice to see you in here, bud. Vinny is Wacky Woods. I don't know if you got into the carving group or not, Vinny, but good place to go. Lots of good carvings in there. I actually did a trade with Vinny and got a really cool carving from him. I don't think you'd have to worry about it being warped, Larry. You'd be all good. Just kind of cruising through these comments here real quick. Jordy, you got a pulled muscle in your back because you're out there lifting 7,000-pound logs. Just kind of reading through and watching, skim reading. I'm not catching everything, but I'm skim reading. Turn a square pen. You know, I could probably get somewhat square. I don't think it would be very comfortable. Hi, Luann, how are you? Yeah, it'll definitely smoke between two fingers too. That's a for sure thing. Let's crank this up to 1500 and get this sanding in the way. Yeah, that provides like a chemical reaction, and that's what causes the glue to heat up. I've never had it catch anything on fire. It doesn't get that hot, but it definitely gets warm to the touch. My oh my. All right, starting with the 1500 grit. Get all the rough work done with this 1500 grit. Like I said, Pam, if I got enough time and effort into me here tonight, we'll get yours done. 'Cause I got a couple pieces of off-cut Purple Heart, but they don't come from the same piece, so they're not gonna look right. So I got to look at what Purple Heart I have and get you a good piece cut. Cut from the same piece of the tree, that way it looks right, and that the grain lines up the way it's supposed to. Oh yeah, that's nice and smooth. You like my my Canadian accent there, eh, Jordy? Oh yeah, nice and smooth there, eh? I'll tell you what, that's about what I'm gonna do. It's okay, Jordy. In your videos, you can do an American accent and make fun of me. I can already see that. Oh, look at me. My name's Chris. Yeah. That's gonna be the Jordy making fun of me. Get this little in between the grits here. I guess the nice thing about working the lathe is it's not hard to keep your work in frame. You put your camera over there, your lathe ain't going anywhere. You're not moving the piece all over. I gotta check and see if Jordy commented on my Canadian accent there. It will be my first fountain pen. You are absolutely right. Oh yeah, easy to sand, really good. Yeah, not hard to sand at all. But I got that CA glue on there pretty good on that go. That really reduced a lot of my sanding. If you get the CA glue lumpy, you got to sand the lumps out with that 1500 grit, because that's your most abrasive grit, so it's going to make that sanding easier. So that really helps if you get a good smooth application of CA on there. Now my wife does the acrylics. She seems to like those because she likes all the different pretty colors. You do not have to put CA glue on that. You just wet sand it and polish it and you're good to go. So you skip the CA glue with the acrylics. But yeah, it sands pretty easy, especially if you get that, like I said, you get that base coat down really good and you get your CA glue on real nice and smooth. The sanding process is way faster and easier. At least I think it is. I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. Maybe Jordy knows. Jordy, do you know? So I switch it up every second grit, and I do the cross sanding every second grit. I think I've said it before, a lot of the videos and stuff you watch on YouTube, they'll tell you to do every single grit. I just don't see a need for it. I think my pens come out super glossy and shiny without doing this step in between every single grit. Maybe they come out a little shinier. I don't know. Maybe I should try it sometime. Maybe I should listen to the pros and not do things my own way. Like I'm some kind of professional or know what the hell I'm doing. I just do this stuff for fun. I mean, really, that's what I do. I do this stuff for fun because I can, because I'm okay at doing stuff with my hands. I'm okay at fixing stuff. I'm okay at making things. I do this stuff for fun. This is kind of how I relax. It's how I unwind. It's how I de-stress. I make shit. I told somebody the other day at work, if you watch Game of Thrones, I'm like a Lannister. I make shit and I know things. It's kind of the life I got going on right now. And I'm not complaining about it. All the crazy, messy bullshit that's going on in the world today, I am not complaining about my life, that's for sure. Oh yeah, that's nice and smooth there. Very nice. Very nice indeed. We got 3 more grits after this one. You guys can kind of see it gets shinier as you go. Anybody who's tuned in and watched me a few times and watched me make now my 50 billionth freaking pen, it seems like. As we get closer to that 12,000 grit, it gets real shiny as we go without even putting any polish on it. Like I said, I bought a different cheapy pen press. I'm going to give it a go. Instead of using the one that I got on the bench, I'm going to try to use the one that's made for the lathe. We'll see how it goes. And I'll spit. I was supposed to go laterally in between this. I'm going to skip it. This is a pen going to a coworker. He'll never notice the difference by the time it's all said and done anyways. We'll see if it really mattered if I didn't go in there and get that one experimental pen. That's what this is going to be. If you accidentally skip a sanding step, how bad is it? I'm going to venture to say it's not going to be that bad at all. Still super glass smooth. Yeah, I don't think it'll be that bad. Hardly even noticeable. I'll make sure I do the sideways sanding on this grit and on the next grit, like I normally would. One thing I like about doing lives, I don't have to edit the videos. And you guys get to see real time how long it takes if you're proficient or slow based on how I'm doing it. If I'm slow or if I'm proficient, you get to see just about how long it actually takes, and I don't hide my mistakes. If I screw up, I call myself out on it. Called myself out on the one the other day where I put a piece in backwards and had to disassemble the damn thing and redo it so that I could get it right. I thought I was gonna have to redo the whole damn pen. It turned out I just made a mistake. Stuff happens to all of us. All right, final grit coming up. So I just have a cup of water over here on the side. You can see me reaching back here. I just got a cup of water right here, and that's all I'm dipping into. I use warm water because, well, I don't want cold hands. Be a little sissy about it. I don't want to get my hands cold. Cold hands. Yeah, so I use warm water just because that can prevent my hands from getting cold. Why do I need cold hands when I'm doing this? I don't. After I do my sideways sanding on this, I'll check the comments with you guys and then we'll get her polished up. It's already pretty glass-like, as usual. Yeah, I think this rosewood's going to look good with the gold bands and gold metal. All right. Check these comments from you guys real quick. See what we got here. Yes, sir, a fountain pen. Oh, Tucker sent you a gift. You gonna put that in the video so we can see it? I don't know if Larry shits his pants when he carves. I know sometimes when I got noise going on in the background when I'm live streaming, I might fart once in a while and it smells like I shit my pants. Or at least if I do it while the equipment's running, nobody else knows it happened. So I hit it with the rougher side of the cloth first, and then I get it with the softer side of the cloth. And there we go. Let's get that polish on it. Alright, just checking your guys' comments, that's all. Let's get some polish on it. It's just a little line of polish. That'll do her. I double up on it. I'll do the first one, apply gentle but firm pressure. Really kind of work that polish in. It's actually really not even polish, it's a fine scratch remover. It's called Novus number 2. Show that to you right after I do the second coat. In the second coat I put a little bit lighter. Alright. So, yep. Novus 2. Fine scratch remover, that's what I use. Break out this polishing cloth, and I'm going to try to hit it from this way so you guys can really see that shine happen. Do the rough side of the cloth first, flip it over and get it with that softer side. Really get it good and polished. Just like that. Grab my new tool. Alright, so I bought a lathe pen press. It's just a couple little mandrels. Alright, just little plastic neoprene mandrels. This one's got a side for your pen tip to go in it. That's the other side, but they're just plastic. Thank you, Pamela. So now we're gonna take some stuff out. A little super glue on here. I'll take that off with the razor blade and 1500 grit. Did manage to get much less on there this time, which is great. Grab my little razor blade and we'll start with that. This is a fresh, brand new razor blade, so we want to make sure we keep our orientation correct. I know that this side is over here, but you can kind of see. Hey man, where the hell is it? There it is. Yep, so you can see that little bit of glue that cakes up around there. That's what we got to knock off. Step back over here. Just got to be super, super careful because it is a brand new razor. I don't need to be going to the doctor getting stitches in the middle of a live stream, because I live stream the whole stitches process. I think I won't. I'll freaking do it. But it's really important to get everything clean and square, because if you don't, it'll affect the assembly of the pen. So if you can see, I'm trying to move towards the direction that I want the glue to break, so I don't end up breaking away any finish on the edge. It looks pretty good to me. I'll get the sanding done. That side looks really good. I don't even got to touch that side. Good. Having a good sharp razor really helps with this too. Oh yeah. Okay. So 1500 grit. Sandpaper still wet. Just kind of cleaning up that little bit of excess glue. I should be doing this on a flat board, just to make sure that I keep it flat and I don't run any angles. And since I got a lot of it off with the razor blade, I don't have to be too aggressive with it. And I do that with the razor blade mostly because I don't want to have to a ton of sanding. Sanding is, I absolutely hate sanding. It is my least favorite part of any project is sanding. Anything I can do to increase my speed in sanding and not have to do it for as long, I'm going to do it. All right, now, pretty sure I messed up my green section, but we're going to make it all back together because I'm going to look at it and match it up. It's going to be really hard to see, I think. I pulled it out of frame, I know I did. I'm just trying to get the proper matchup, but I think I got it. I think this is the proper matchup, and hopefully you guys can see it. I'm putting myself in front of it. Go lower. It's so hard when it's so zoomed in. And then I got really slow time on it, but I think I got it right there. Close enough to where you guys can see, so I kind of matched it up. What I'm going with. Knock the manual out. And let's see these comments here. Thank you, Luann. Thank you, Pam. Jordy, you threatening to poop on somebody's boots in April. I'm going to watch and make sure I find out tomorrow morning. Yep, next pen I'll make is for Pam. I think I'm going to have plenty of time for it. No, you can't see the liquid in the pen move. I don't know if you can do calligraphy or not. That's way above me. I definitely don't think that I can do calligraphy. All right, so here's our pen kit. You got all these little freaking pieces here. There's always this little drop of wax. That's what I'm tearing off here. It's like a kind of like a hot glue, wax, whatever. I got to be really careful working where I'm at here because I got a whole bunch of sawdust underneath my feet, which means if I drop one of these damn pieces, it's going to be hard to find. And some of these pieces are very small. So I got to be really careful, not drop anything. We'll start just doing these pieces one by one. That way I don't get myself screwed up. I have to move some of these pieces because they're going to get crinkled up here in this towel. It's definitely a lot more solid than the damn pen press I got. Yeah, I pressed it together pretty good. I think my wife might like that a bit more than what I've been using. And match my grain back up again because I moved that. Yeah, okay, I think that's right. Find the boring side. Really, there isn't too much of a boring side, but I'll call that the boring side, I guess. Double check that, make sure that we're on the right spot. Definitely get really good pressure on it. It's not marring anything up, which is good. Yeah, I kind of like this better than the other stupid little pen press. The other little pen press I bought on Facebook Marketplace, and I got a decent price on it. I'm not complaining about the price I paid for it, that's for sure. But yeah, the damn thing just slips all the time. This ain't gonna slip. Hell no, this ain't going nowhere. It's a little bit more iffy on trying to get the right angle when you're pushing it. I got a little slippage there, okay. Lock that son of a bitch down tighter. There we go. So I'm trying to get it just to this little nub here. We're gonna have to do a test fit. just test fitting, see where this pokes out, and that looks to be about right, so I like it. Slide this out of the way. My little gold ring on. I'm going to line this up again. There we go. So that pen press put a little bit of a dent in that cap. Not thrilled about that, but otherwise looks good. Yeah, otherwise looks real good. You can kind of see that little dent in the cap there. Not too bad though. Not too bad, right around an hour time. All right. You know what that means? You know what that means, Pam? I gotta go dig over here where I know I have a piece of Purple Heart that I can use. Dance around my shop here. So got all kinds of Purple Heart over here, but I got a piece right here. Use that to cut your pen tube. You gotta grab your pen kit and mix. All right, there's Miss Pam's pen kit. Right there. Metro fountain pen. That's Miss Pam's pen kit. Move this over here to my working area. I need these tubes. I should have printed off the directions already, which I did not do. I did not do that, but I will. Start with the shorter tube. Make sure that it's got plenty of meat. Oh yeah. Set it down and square it up with the end and get it about 1/4 of an inch away. This tube is a different size, so we have to use a separate tube. Again, line it up, get it about 1/4 of an inch away. I'm going to have to look up the directions on this guy at some point before I assemble it, so I make sure I don't screw it up. It's going to get loud here. I'm going to run the saw. Saw is going to be pretty loud. It's real close to the camera. We're going to make 2 cuts in 3, 2, 1. 1 cut. Second cut. Coming up here in a second. Just got to line myself up. Second cut in 3, 2, 1. Sure, a couple pieces of Purple Heart there. Put this Purple Heart back now. So I almost bought more Purple Heart today just so I didn't have to cut anything, but I knew I had a whole bunch of this stuff, and I was like, I gotta stop spending money. I gotta stop spending money on all this damn Purple Heart and everything else. I was spending way too much money on some of this stuff. So I decided I was just going to use what I got. Use what I got. Let's get this all nice and sanded up here. This is that sanding process that I said that you got to do so that your glue will adhere to the brass and to the wood and stay where it needs to stay. See what we can get going here. Let's see. I'm going to have to get these directions. Maybe I'll just pull them up on my tablet. That is what I'll do. I will pull them up on the tablet. Give me a second real quick. I'm going to search them before I get going. That way I can at least have them ready. Woodcraft. I'm going to go to their website first. I'm going to search up their fountain pen kit. Search by the number 154682. Click it. Where in the hell is the instructions on this one? Oh, I see them. I see them. I'm going to see if I can print these off too, because why not? I don't know if this one's going to connect to my printer in the house or not. Might not connect to my printer in the house. I don't think it's going to. Of course not. Of course not. That's okay. We got it pulled up. I'll be able to access it, hopefully. Matter of fact, I need to access it right now. Because I need 15/32 pen mandrel. Not pen mandrel, said that wrong. Drill bit. 15/32. Where are you at? Where are you at? And a 25/64. Yep. And yep. All right. Two separate drill bits that are needed, one much bigger than the other. Oh my. Set those down. Get my little press in here. Knock those out. Take a little drink. And get set up. There we go, get that tight. Crank this out because this is a little bit longer. There we go. I got to pay close attention here that I put the right thing in the right spot. All right, so the body is the longer one, and that requires a 25/64. 25/64 into the body. Okay. Oh, forgot to make my grain direction mark. It's easy to forget this stuff. It really is. All right, I like that. I think that's nice enough. Get our drill speed down, 900. Looks good to me. All right, switch up the sizes here. A little bit warm, not too bad. I know I need a 15-30 This guy, need this out next in a minute or two. We're also going to need the other guy. We'll take the 7mm one out. I got to find that 15-30 one, which can be very hard to read. So, if it's hard to read, you got to use your tube. And that one is definitely too loose. That's pretty loose too. Oh, that's because that's that one. I'm using the wrong one. With the 15-30 in there. I need the 25/64. That's better. Yep. So that's how you check and make sure. Should have very little play in there. Because reading the numbers, on there, numbers are right in here somewhere. If you don't have great eyes in the right light, you won't see it. You just won't see it. All right, got that set up. Get our bigger pen. Get that one out. This one in. You do the hokey pokey, then you turn it all around. That's what it's all. There I go singing again. Somebody stop me. The hell. It's just not right. Nice and slow to start so I don't get the drill bit to move. screaming at me. Just a yelling. That's not nice. Don't yell. All right, take this drill bit out. It's probably going to be pretty warm. Set that guy down and grab my gloves and that thick CA glue and the tubes. And yeah, I'll open this up and check some comments here real quick. I'm putting on my gloves. Lots of comments in here. Okay. Get my gloves on while I'm doing this. I don't know if that was rose gold or not. I think it was just regular gold. Might have been rose gold. I don't know. I'm colorblind, so it's hard for me to say definitively. As thin a grip as I can get. Okay. So the thinnest I can take it is as thin as the bushings will allow me. So we'll get it right down to that. Bye, Luann. See you later, Larry. Thanks for coming in, bud. Go get your boots clean. All right, so we check the fitment before we glue. Looks good to me. Also looks good to me. Great. I like it. Blow the dust out of there. Blow the dust out of there. Let's start with the short one, just because we can. Rotate and move it in and out a little bit. Looks good to me. Set her aside. Let that set up. Put that stuff away and we'll grab this barrel trimmer. We'll do the bigger of the two barrel trimmers first since I already got it over here. Make sure it's the right size before I go, 15/32. All right, grab that little guy. Make sure that we're good to go in here. think we are. Put my pen back over here. It's not really actually a pen, marker. So again, I like to slide that in there the way that I do, so that I can make sure that I got a good fit on this. I don't want it to heat up and pull that tube out. All right, got it all the way to the tube pretty quick. Wasn't expecting that. I'm going to tighten that up a little bit. Seems like that's just a little looser than what I might like. All right. I can like that a lot. Right after I draw this in enough. I haven't hit it yet. There we go. Got her that time. Got her that time. Oh yeah, looks nice. Let's switch this out for the proper size. This guy's going to be warm. Putting in all that work. Oh yeah, nice and warm. Whew. Double check our tube. Make sure we got that right before we just go shoving it in the hole. Oh, that's a nice fit right there, yep. Okay, okay. this other side trimmed up. Little bump. That'll be it. That's it. That's it. Good, 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 good. All right. Let these hot parts chill the hell out. Yes, let them hot ones chill out. Let's get our turning stock in. Put that there. Take this little guy out. Now, let's make sure we get the right bushings. I already bought the Metro Pen Kit bushings. I'm going to have to add these to my bushing kit, write them down. Might have to do a little like chromatizing. I'll take a look at my diagram here. Find out which bushings go where. Of course, it doesn't tell you which ones go where. Because that's fun. Yes, it is. Not fun. So this is how we got to figure it out. Oh, no, I don't have to figure it out. It helps if you pay attention to stuff. I'm all like, yeah, how am I going to figure this out? Some of these are the same size. You know it's not the same size? The freaking inside diameter here. It's not going to go in there. Nope. Only certain ones will. All right, so that fits in there, right? This one fits in there, right? That makes freaking sense. But I got to turn this around. Put that in the wrong spot. Because I got that. Pretty sure that's got to go on the side with the pen tip. And I'll double check it just to make sure. I will double check it with the calipers. There. I'm hoping that's the right hand side, because if not, I just fought that son of a bitch on there for no reason. These two should be about the same size. But let's check the, should only have to check one. About 1153. So I checked that front bushing, and I got to check it against whatever is going to be the part that it lines up to. So I'm going to dig through the bag of parts here and find the part that it's going to sit up against. And I'm just digging right now. Digging and a-looking. I'm going to do this over this table over here because I'm going to pull a bunch of parts out. I don't want to lose anything. Okay, I need to find the right thing. I think it's one of these guys here. No, that's for that. That's for that. Maybe they've already got it on there. That's what I'm missing. Yeah. That looks different and better. Figure out which one of these is which. Oh, yeah, that one's going to go back there. Okay. 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 So I had 11.53. That's going to be just a little bit bigger than 11.53. That is 13.47. Which is also that. So I might have had it right the first time around. Oh yeah. Yeah, I had it backwards. That's why we measure. Yep, yep. Now I gotta look at E, or E, find that. Yep. Okay, yeah. That's why we measure it all out, so we don't make mistakes. Come out of there. Wouldn't have thought that, but okay. Yeah, it makes good sense. Dokey. Where did I put that little baggie? So I don't want to lose this stuff. Okay, put some stuff back in the bags. Grab some safety gear, check some freaking comments. See what we got for comments. Hey Matt, how are you, sir? How you doing? Scott, I don't know why it said your message is restricted for some reason. It doesn't give me the option to show it. All right. I'll grab my mask and get that on. Slide this guy in here. Lock that down. All right, right, Pam, and you want the handpiece as skinny as possible. So I will make the handpiece as skinny as possible. That's what we're shooting for. The kits you've never done before always take a little bit longer. Well, shit. Shit. Scott, remember what I told you? How easily this stuff just flops off on you? Yeah, I wasn't joking. And that is not salvageable. Nope, not salvageable. So we're just gonna clean the tube up and recut and redo just that piece because we don't have a choice. Shit. Take this and I'll show you guys exactly what the hell happened. So I might be able to live with that split. I might be able to say, okay, cool. But on the reverse side, that's going to be too damn much. So new piece it is. That's all you can do. There may have been a little stress or fracture in the wood, and that's no good. So we're going to bust the rest of that off of there. Yep, you heard me. We're going to bust the rest of it off of there. Not most of it. Pretty much all of it. Okay. Okay. We're going to hit it with some sandpaper. I'm using 320 sandpaper to get it so that I don't take off too much brass too fast. And we'll see how that goes. Take that out of the way. Let's see some comments here. Correct, Scott. Shit. Yeah, I would have put glue on it and just carried on, but like I said, that split was way too big for what I would accept, and I would not send that to anybody. So, go back over, I'll grab that same piece. And the wood grain is not going to match up perfectly, but it'll be from the same piece of wood. And I'm going to change out that carbide tip that is trashed. I bought a couple more today, so I'm just going to not be a cheap ass. I'm going to change out that carbide tip and hope that that gives me a better experience there. And this is the part where skills are going to come in so that I don't trim this barrel too far off. And we're going to start this miter saw. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, so I'm going to make sure you guys can see it, how tight I trimmed it. Scott trimmed one pretty tight yesterday. All right, so I got it trimmed up pretty tight because I don't want to waste a lot. That's essentially what that is. I just don't want to waste it. Set this off to the side. Grab some tools. Pin that down, grab this one, grab this guy. Sucks when stuff like this happens, but you know, can't do anything about it. You just gotta have a short memory and move on. So that can sometimes be the problem with Purple Heart too, is that it splinters and it blows out fast. Sometimes. And sometimes it gets these little hairline cracks in it that you just don't see. And that's probably what happened. Because I thought I heard a little pinch and a crack when I put it in there, when I put it in the jaws. But then I told myself, nah. Well, yeah, it was. It's not exactly square. That's a little better. At least it's an easier fix, I hope. After I drill this, we'll test fit this, put more glue on it, and get back at her. Put her back down to 900 speed, give or take a little. Okay, I think I can make that work. Sandpaper off a little bit of this edge. Same on this side. Take this out of here and we'll get this glued back in. Get that drill bit out of there. I'm going to glue this in first so I can give that glue some time to set. Grab me a glove. So I don't glue my dang fingers together. Well, that glue sets up. Put this other stuff away. and set up for the next tool. We know we need the big guy. So let that thing settle. We know we can set this guy back in the tube now. We're not going to need that guy again. Well, Scott, don't you wish you would have experienced a blowout like this and got to fix it? I don't think anybody wishes that. No, sir. Okay, just a little bit. I think I got there. Just enough to not expose it. Just a little bit again. Almost there. Make sure I didn't push through the back side of it. It's like right there. All right. I think we're okay. I think. I hope so. Yeah, I certainly hope we're okay. I figured since Jordy swears in his videos sometimes, it was alright for me to throw out shit a few times. Especially given those circumstances. Check your guys' comments here in just a second. check your comments before I get into turning this, so I can have myself just a quick breather. Oh yeah, and change out that cutting tip too. Yeah, I'm gonna throw this cutting tip away. Yep, I'm gonna put a brand new cutting tip on it. Brand new tip. What kind of bullshit is that? They just leave the damn screw separated. Neat. Taking the screw out where I can have my eyes and hands on it and hopefully not drop it like I almost just did. Put the screw back in. This should hopefully help me prevent from any more of those nasty little blowouts like that. I don't know that it was because there was a chip in the burr or not, but if it was, there's not any more. Carry on. All right, throw that sucker away. There we go. The nice brand new bit. The nice sharp pointy edges. Put this wood back. Got my mask, got my helmet. All right, that should be smoother, I hope. All right, that finishing bit, that went a lot better. I haven't finished this one yet. I think that's pretty close. The rest of that we'll get with sandpaper. I think we're going to get new sandpaper. Yep, new sandpaper. I buy the big roll. When I tear it off, I write the grit on it. You can kind of feel it, but I'm visual. And when I set it down a whole bunch of times, I want to be able to just pick it up and melt. Right, so when I tear them off, I just write the grits on them. Not bad. I don't need this. I don't need the big face shield anymore. Just the dust mask. Yeah, that one could have blown off too. There's a little hairline crack in that. That one could have been semi-fatal. It'll be fine once I get the super glue on it. Won't make a bit of difference. Super glue will seal it up and hold it tight. Alrighty, let's get it done. Should be a pretty purple pen, Tam. See what I did there? The triple P. Pretty purple pen. And then I went for the Quadruple P, pretty purple pen, Pam. Trying to say that stuff 4 or 5 times fast. All right, let's go ahead and buffer off. All buffered off. Take this mask off, check some comments, see what it is that y'all fine folk have to say. Oh, man, you guys have been chatting it up. Ooh, you guys have been chatting it up. I don't know if I'm going to catch up. Yeah, that's a lot of comments. I'm not gonna try to catch up. Have to burn 3p in it, huh? You don't want me to do that because that is not gonna look good. I don't have that kind of hand. Okay. Okie dokie. Throw down my little towel. Das little towel, and yeah, I'm pulling out all kinds of accents on you tonight. That goes like that. And this goes like this. And this like this. Okay, 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 okay. And stop saying okay. Anybody know what movie that's from? It's an old movie. Okay, okay, okay. And stop saying okay. It was a great movie. So it was a great movie. If anybody can guess it, I'll give you a hint. It had Jean Reno in it. No, not Scarface. It was not Scarface, but it had Jean Reno in it, and it had a very young Natalie Portman in it as well. Shouldn't say very young. I should say probably maybe teenager. Yep, it was an accent. Kind of like a bit of a French accent, I guess. I think that's Jean Reno's natural accent. Whew. I want to find the one that's loosest fitting on here. So that one off. Of course, it'll be the last damn one I put on. Why wouldn't it be? And the garage is about to open. Okie dokie. Wait for this garage door to close and then we'll kick this back off. Alright, let's get this down to 200. Fair enough. I'll grab my mask, put that back on. We already know this stuff stinks. It smells real bad. There's one. There's a two. Now I need a new towel. There's a three. Switch her up. One. Two. Nope, just one. Now we're going to get the two. Three. 4. 5. Oh, we got smoke rising. Got my eyes. Gotta be quick. 5. Oof. 6. Getting this one on pretty smooth too. It's gonna mean less sanding. 7. Get this one on nice and thick. Let that spin. Check some comments here while I'm letting that spin. Yes, I have a rooster. What's up, Larry Deb? How you doing, buddy? What's up, Jim? How are you, sir? Yep, ducks and roosters. I have 3 Peking ducks. I'll take this mask off. I'm not going to need it again. I have 3 Peking ducks. Those are the white ones. Same ones you get at the Chinese food restaurants. Big flightless ducks, too heavy to fly. I have a Jersey Giant rooster and a whole bunch of other breeds roosters. I'm just kind of letting that spin for a minute. Put some tools down in the way real quick. Just because we can. Put some tools away and let that spin, let that harden up real nice. Doesn't hurt anything. I could walk right over there right now and do it, but figure while I'm over here, set some tools aside and stuff. Check some comments. Yeah, you weren't here a few minutes ago, Deb, when that sucker blew apart on me. Appreciate it, Mr. Deb. I'm happy that you're happy for me, because I'm happy, which makes you happy. All right, yeah, we're going to crank this sucker up to 1500. And let's get this sucker going. They're shiny. It shouldn't take that long on this grit because I got it pretty smooth right out of the gate. That's the good news. Nice and smooth right out of the gates, the way we like it. That's nice. And that's nice. I can already be done with that one. Whoa, that's going to make for a nice fast sanding. Get on up to that next grit. Mr. Deb likes himself some sanding. That's his favorite. You should try wet sanding, buddy. You'll get such a smooth finish, you'll never even know what to do with yourself. Let's get that cross sanding. Oh, the pretty purple. Pretty purple pen pan. The quadruple P. Or 2 PPs. Well, Pam, I got to send out Jim's pen, so I'll probably send yours the same day I send out his. Jim's pen was not posted online yet. It was not done on my YouTube channel because Jim doesn't even know what he's getting. He knows the style of the pen kit, but he doesn't know the wood. Very smooth. You know, with the way Larry sands, Larry Dibb, the way he sands, I might have to stop calling it Barry Smooth and start calling it Larry Smooth. That boy loves him some sanding. No thanks for me. I try to avoid sanding as much as possible unless I absolutely have to. Yeah, see if I can get to the post office early enough tomorrow. Get both of your pens off. So you'll have to send me your address on Facebook, Pam. That way I can get your pen off to you. I don't know, since it's a fountain pen, I don't know if I should ship it with the pen on the ink on the side or inside of it. If it leaks, I'm not 100% sure about that. I'll have to figure that out before I ship it. That way I don't put the, I just skipped a whole bunch of steps. Yep, I did. That's okay. Get right back to it. Skipped a whole bunch of sandpaper. I got ahead of myself. It's okay, because it just means this is going to sand a little bit faster right now too, because it was sanded down to a finer grit, so this is just roughing it back up. So what happens? You get to talking, not paying attention to what you're supposed to be paying attention to. Sand through this. Do 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 do. And so while we're in here, and while I'm thinking about it, any of you Carbon Fusion, are you ready for this tattoo challenge? Because it's only 13 days away, including today. So really 12 days left to go for the end of it. So you guys got to get your stuff done and posted. Hell, I got to get mine done. I haven't even started it. SMRT I am sometimes. It looks like my tube trimming burr got a little bit warm because you got rings burned on each side. It's kind of a cool effect actually, but you got some burn mark on it. See how that plays out on the pen. One more grit to go after this. Let's get that 12,000 all over here. Not going to take too long with this 12,000 though, because it's already really super slick. I gotta thank you again, Jordy. I'm enjoying myself. I was laying in bed about to fall asleep, all my clothes on. I was talking in the admin group, and Jordy commanded it. He said, "Get up and go live, you lazy ass." All right, he didn't call me a lazy ass, but really I was being a lazy ass. And Jordy told me to get up and go live and start running these pens. So smooth. Already, Scott will tell you this stuff, man, you guys can't even see on the camera. The camera doesn't do this any justice for how pretty this stuff gets and how shiny it gets, even before the compound goes on. Yeah, this stuff really takes on a whole new shine when you see it in person. It looks like plastic when it's done, really. Like, I'm almost ashamed of it because it's not a wood look. It's so shiny. It legitimately looks like plastic. Try to do this on the angle again so you guys can see it shine right up. I don't know if the camera even picks it up. You can see how much shinier this one is than this one until the cloth hits it. I'm going to hit it with the soft cloth side. Really buff it real good. Now, let's figure out how to get her together. I have to reset up some stuff here. All right, got a little bit to cut off of that one. Put some stuff away. Put her away as we go. I'm gonna have to get a bigger bushing holder. That side's pretty clean. I don't gotta touch that one. Sorry, I was talking about this with Scott last night. I get involved when I do these works, and I get so focused I forget to freaking talk. End up with silence, and in my head I'm going, "Speak, idiot, speak! You haven't said anything in a while." So I try to be somewhat entertaining, throw out a joke here and there. Try to be at least somewhat decent to watch. Can't always be great, but at least try to be decent. Just trying to focus on cut myself for one, but also I'm trying to shave off just enough of this to make my sanding job easier. This one's not too bad either. All right, put a little wet sanding on them. Yeah, I think that a little bit of burning is going to show up on there, Pam. Purple Heart burns really easily. I think you're going to have just a little bit. I think I got enough. It's always the pens that you've never done before that always make little bit more time consuming. Of course, mishap with one deciding to bail out in the middle of turning it. That didn't make it fun either. Try these guys again. See if they work. Actually, put that side and this side and try this side. And the tailstock. See if that makes a difference. I'm going to grab my tablet and put it where I can see better to look at these directions. Oh, bye, Scott. All right, let's see. I'm just reading the comments here before I pull up instructions. I'm grabbing instructions now. I'm going to lay this pen out. I'm going to be kind of back and forward grabbing parts, but I'm going to lay this pen out as best I can. Oh man. That fountain tip. I'm glad that screws on. Holy moly. I think I'm going to ship the ink if I can. Have some weirdness to it. I'm going to see about that, but I think if I can ship the ink separately, I'm going to ship the ink separately. Not separately, but not inside. Just so it doesn't leak out. All right, let me look here. Try to get this all right. Okay, that looks like a sub-assembly. That does not look like that part. That looks like that part. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Set this guy aside. Work the cap first. Just a little more bump. I don't know why that's like that. Let me look at that before I press that part in. Let me just make sure I'm going to do that right. Slide decorative ring clip C and first onto the two nib adapters. I think they've already done for me. I think that is that. And press into the larger diameter of the finished body. Let me start with that. Okay. Larger diameter finished body. Trying to get it somewhat straight. Okay, got that part done. Okay, press end cap F into threaded end of remaining nib adapter B. Well, I think that was already done. I do think it was done. Onto one of the two nib adapters B. So those were the same, okay. Press into larger diameter, finish body D, which I did. Press end cap F into the threaded end of the remaining nib, which it looks like that already is. Adapter B, slide trim ring E to lip to first other end. Okay, I think all that is done. And lip end first onto the other end of the nib adapter. Press into the open end of the finished body. Okay, I think that's correct if I'm looking at it correctly. Press this in. Okay, not too bad. Let's look. Slide the spring, large end first, into the open end of finished body D. I'm looking at this. Slide the spring, large end first, into the open end of the finished body, D, followed by the ink refill. Followed by ink refill L. Wait. What damn spring? There's no damn spring. There's a spring in the picture. I know that goes like that. That makes sense. finish assembling this cap real quick. Slide the smaller diameter end of the cap thread tube H into the center band. Next, slide J-clip over HI, G and H. Those go together. Yep. Okay, let me press those together. At least get the cap done too. Sorry, I'm talking to myself here, guys. I just don't want to mess this up for Miss Pam. I want this to be pretty, and I want it to be right. Okay, so far, so good. So there's without any ink in it. Without any ink and no tip on it. And then it screws off. And you cover your tip, screwing it onto the other side. Now I just got to figure out this damn ink. Oh, and somebody hit me with a super chat. Thank you. Appreciate that. Now, if I can just figure out the correct way, because this directions is not making it smart and easy. Okay. Back to this. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out. Never done one of these before. I'm trying to read it here and trying to understand it. Trying to understand why the large end would go first. Large end first into the open end of the finished body, followed by the ink refill. Ink refill L. Finish the assembly by threading the nib onto. So it's calling the ink refill L, which is this, and I don't think that that's the ink refill. Nope, I don't. I really don't. I think that's the spring. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm looking at the directions and it doesn't look right to me. Trying to get it. There we go. Kind of got it in there. Because I think that's the ink refill. So as I'm looking at this, it's not making sense. It's looking like ink refill should go in first. Let's see. Yeah, that ain't right. That ain't gonna happen, right? I feel like that's probably the right way to do that, but doesn't make any damn sense on the refill. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Oh, I gotta get out of my crouch stance here. I wonder if that plastic piece isn't supposed to be on there, maybe. I have to read this more. I definitely don't want to send it to you and have you not know what it's supposed to be and how it's supposed to be. I have never in my life worked with a fountain pen, but I can show you what it should look like assembled at least. Take that little tip off. That's what you're supposed to look like assembled. And let me just zoom out here. There we go. Pamela Lee, the plastic on the assembly. Let's see, I gotta pop you up since you made a comment. Let's see. Bag has an ink cartridge. The plastic on the assembly may just be a plastic holder. Very possible. Yeah, you're welcome, Jordy. Appreciate you telling me to go. Yeah, thank you, Jim, on the beautiful work comment. That's how it should look assembled. And you just twist your cap off and on. That's how you look that way. All right, now let's try to figure this damn thing out. I am glad you like it. Slide the spring, large end first, end of the opening, followed by the ink refill. Finish the assembly by threading nib A onto the end of the nib adapter. That just doesn't make damn sense to me. Maybe I had that part right. I don't know though. So I tried to do this. Maybe that might be correct. I don't know. But that spring area, as you twist it, goes forward. And I think that maybe pushes the ink, or I just don't understand that mechanism right now. And the directions are not great. So I don't understand that. And I don't want it to leak, because that would be terrible. but I think that's supposed to have ink in it. And that's what the refill is for. I think that twisting that moves that little ball. See that little ball right there? I think that's supposed to seal it up, but it doesn't ever really land right in there. So I'm not 100% sure. Because even if it's in here, you can't, I mean, if you want to push more ink out, you got to disassemble the pen and twist it. Is that what I'm gathering? It doesn't just auto drop out, because if you wanted to push more ink, you'd have to. I just twist that when it was. No, okay, I must have left it up there. Because I don't know how that even separates, or if it separates. I want to pull that off if I don't have to. So I can pull this off of here. And that looks the same as the ink refill. I don't know. I was reading for the rollerball. That's why I'm reading the wrong damn thing. Oh, I hate when they put they have two sets of directions on the same page, and I was reading the ones for the rollerball, not for the damn fountain pen. Okay, this might make more sense. Plug pump L or ink cartridge M into the fountain pen nib. Okay, so yeah, that's just your pump, Pam. So we're going to do one or the other. You can do the plug pump L or the ink cartridge into the fountain pen nib A, L or M, thread assembly A, L or M, into the threaded body connector B. Yeah, so that's it. So I'm gonna ship your ink cartridge not loaded. That way it doesn't leak. I'll leave that in here and it won't leak. And I'm gonna ship it like that. That way, no leaks and everything is correct and proper and all the good stuff. Yeah, that's the better plan. I like that plan a whole lot more than trying to figure that out. I will hold up my tablet and show you exactly what the directions say. Hopefully you can see it okay. So we're looking here. All right. And you can find these directions online too, so you'll know how to do it. But this is what it's telling you for the fountain pen. I was reading down here for the rollerball. That's why I was getting all kinds of confused. Anyways, following this, plug in pump L or the ink cartridge M into the fountain pen nib A, which is that. Thread assembly A, L, or M into the threaded body connector B, which is here. All right, so I think that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty simple, maybe not. Yep. Yep, I will place the holder to protect the piercing tip for the cartridges. But I think we got it all correct. I'm gonna put your little plastic cap back over your tip after I take pictures. But we'll get it all packaged up and we'll get it sent off to you. I'm checking the time. And it's time for me to get this show on the road. Oh, geez. It took a lot longer than I wanted it to. My, oh my. All right. I do appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Thank you again, Jordy, if you come back and watch us. Thank you again for encouraging me to get off my duff and get out here and get some stuff done. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, we'll sign back on. And hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday maybe, I'll get both Jim and Pam's pen out into the shipping yards and on their way to their respected owners. Like I said, Pam, if you haven't already, please send me your address on Facebook into my messenger, and I'll get you taken care of as soon as possible. And yep, I think that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and end this, and I'm going to get in the house and get ready to go to bed because I got to wake up in 6 hours. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night.